The road wasn't on any map. Rovi noticed it first. They had been driving for 3 hours through the forest, following directions sent by Arjun, who had rented a remote cabin for the weekend. The group needed a break, 5 friends escaping the noise of the city, escaping deadlines, expectations, and the quiet weight of life that seemed heavier each year. The car headlights cut through mist curling along the asphalt like something alive. "Are you sure this is the right way?" Mira asked quietly. Arjun checked his phone. No signal. "It should be." The caretaker said the road appears after the old bridge. "But we never crossed a bridge," Rovi said. No one answered. Because none of them remembered crossing one. They saw it at last. A wooden cabin stood in a clearing, tilted slightly as if sinking into the earth. The trees around it were twisted, their branches bent inward like claws protecting something. Or trapping it. The air felt wrong. Not cold. Not warm. Just still. No insects. No wind. Nothing. The front door creaked open before Arjun even touched it. Inside, the cabin smelled of damp wood and something older, something like rot. "Charming," Rovi muttered. They laughed nervously. But the laughter died quickly. Because the walls were covered in scratches. Hundreds of them. Deep, jagged grooves carved into the wood, as if someone had tried to claw their way out. They found the cellar door by accident. A trapdoor beneath an old rug. Arjun lifted it, and a breath of cold air rose from below, carrying a smell so foul Mira gagged. Rovi shone a flashlight downward. Steps descended into darkness. "I'll check it out," he said. "No," Mira whispered. "Leave it." But curiosity is stronger than fear. It always is. They went down together. And at the bottom, they found a table. On it lay a book. Bound in something that looked disturbingly like skin. And beside it, an old recorder. Dust covered everything, except the book. It looked touched. Recently. Rovi pressed play. Static filled the cellar. Then a voice emerged, crackling, desperate. "If anyone finds this, do not read from the book. Burn it. Burn everything. It isn't dead. It listens." The recording cut off. Silence returned. No one spoke. Then Arjun laughed uneasily. Probably some horror prank. He opened the book. The pages were filled with symbols that seemed to move when you looked at them too long. And before anyone could stop him, he read a line aloud. The forest answered. A wind howled outside, violent and sudden. The cabin shook. Something slammed into the walls. Something fast. Something circling. Then silence again. Too sudden. Too complete. Mira whispered, "We shouldn't have done that." No one argued. That night, Rovi woke to the sound of footsteps. Slow. Dragging. He stepped into the hallway. "Hello." A shape stood at the end of the corridor. Mira. Her back turned. "Mira," he said. She didn't respond. He stepped closer. And she turned. Her eyes were completely black. Her mouth stretched into a smile too wide to be human. Then she screamed. They found her in the morning. In the kitchen. Curled in a corner, shaking. "I had a nightmare," she said. But her voice sounded wrong. Too deep. Too calm. And when Rovi reached to help her up, she grabbed his wrist. Hard. Too hard. And whispered in a voice that wasn't hers. "You opened the door." That afternoon, The power went out. No phone signal. No car engine would start. The forest surrounded the cabin like a wall. They tried walking. But after an hour, they found themselves back at the cabin. The same footprints. The same broken branch. The forest was looping them. Trapping them. Watching them. That night, they heard it. Laughter in the walls. Soft at first. Then louder. And louder. Until the cabin shook with it. Rovi covered his ears. But the sound wasn't outside. It was inside his head. Arjun disappeared. They found him in the cellar. Standing perfectly still. Facing the wall. Arjun. Rovi said. Arjun turned slowly. His jaw hung broken. His eyes were white. And he spoke in 3 voices at once. Too late. Then he rushed them. They ran. Locked themselves in a bedroom. Pushed furniture against the door. Arjun pounded on the other side. Not like a human. Like an animal. Or something worse. Then the pounding stopped. Silence returned. The worst kind. Rovi forced himself to read the book. It spoke of something ancient. Something buried beneath the forest. A thing that needed voices to wake. And bodies to walk. And souls to open the gate. 5 souls. He looked around. They were 5. Rain began to fall. Black rain. Thick. Sticky. The ground outside turned dark like ink. And shapes moved beneath the mud. Trying to rise. That night, the cabin changed. Doors led to different rooms. Windows showed different skies. The walls bled. And one by one, the group disappeared. Not dying. Not exactly. Taken. Rovi was alone. He heard a sound beneath the floor. A heartbeat. Slow. Massive. Alive. He broke the cellar floor with an axe. And found a tunnel. Descending into darkness. At the bottom was a cavern. And in its center, a massive root. Black. Pulsing. Wrapped around something buried deep in the earth. Something breathing. Something ancient. Something aware. It spoke without sound. You woke me. Rovi fell to his knees. I didn't mean to. All of you mean to. Leave one. And the rest may go. Rovi shook his head. No. Then all will stay. Forever. Rovi returned to the cabin. Found the book. And the axe. If the book woke it, maybe destroying the book would stop it. But the book wouldn't burn. Wouldn't tear. Wouldn't break. Then he realized. It wasn't the book keeping it alive. It was the cabin. The root. The earth itself. Rovi poured fuel everywhere. Lit the match. And watched the cabin burn. The forest screamed. A sound so loud the sky seemed to crack. The ground shook. The root beneath the earth writhed. And the fire spread. Faster. Brighter. Hotter than any fire should burn. Morning came. Rovi woke on the road. Alone. No cabin. No forest. No fire. Only ashes drifting in the wind. He began walking. And after an hour, he heard footsteps behind him. He turned. And saw Mira. Smiling. Eyes black. Some doors never close. Some voices never stop. And some things only pretend to die.